If you're an old school mason like me, back in the day when we first started, the rock came like this on this side, and it was like this on this side. So they started cutting it in half like that, and it made it better for us to lay. But at the same time, you got to be careful how you hit it because it's thin, you know what I mean? So you can work a thick rock like this real good. But when you come to these thin rock like this, you got to be careful. Move like that. If you get them with them veins in them like that, that's all you got to do to it. So you have to know your stone and what you're hitting. Okay, now let's do this one like that. See what I mean? The stone comes different. When you're looking at it, you can almost look at your veins, okay? Anywhere you got a vein, when that rocks look like that in the middle, that's like a soft stone, okay? So you can't really swing on that hard, all right? So if you look at this one right here, don't look nothing like that, okay? So if you hit this one, it's gonna shatter to 1,000 pieces. So when you're picking up dry stack and you go to wheeling way back here like that, we don't understand why. Because listen, if I wanna get this little corner off, and I know my hammer's sharp, all I gotta do is this. Like that. Did you see me go way up here? No, you seen me do it like that. That's all you seen because this is really sharp, okay? All right, so what we're going with? All right. So what we can do now, drop us another corner, okay? So when you're building your corners and you don't have real corners, you're gonna have to build this like this right here. So this is natural. This is buff mortar, my man. What kind of mud is that? This is buff mortar, type S. Wholesome buff mortar, type S. When you're stacking without corners, and you see us with these screens, this is harder to do without the corners. When you're doing it like this, because you have to come to this side, and then you have to come to this side and keep flipping back and forth. Okay. So next thing we're gonna do. So we have rocks like this right here and things of that nature. All right, so when you come to one like that, you're gonna look at it. Most of the time, you're gonna come out better if you can do this right here and walk that thing across like that right there. That'll give you a more accurate perception, accurate of where you need to be at when you try to work it with the hammer, okay? So we come right here with it. You see what I mean when I say don't hit it hard because this rock is thin. All right, so boom. We're exactly where we need to be, okay? All right, so we see something we don't like, that gap right there. That comes from back here, right here. Okay, if you look at this stone, all right, you see that right there? That right there is what's holding us back from closing, okay? All right, we got a little bit more. We're gonna take this off down here. The main thing is we're trying not to break this stone. If I can tell you one more thing, don't have nothing up under your stone when you're hitting it because the vibration from the pebble up under is going to break this whole big rock. Now you see how soft I'm hitting and the rock is breaking? All right, so let's see if we got it tight. Okay, all right, so what do we need to do? Nothing, okay? You see what I mean now? When you work that hammer, you will get this thing where you need to be. Me, I still want to take a little bit off, but I don't want to break my rock, but I'm going to take a little bit more off. Because I wanted to get just a little bit. I don't mind it a little bit right there. You see what I mean when you get into the shit? All right, so. I'm getting OCD, I'm sorry. They say you're hard to work with. I said, no, I just want the shit right. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got it tied up against this right here. Okay, remember what I told you? Make sure they're right there. Goes in. Okay.